received solace to cure my fall and by the dooms of death and woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. Enmity and discourse, which of late admits no adverse traffic in our towns. If any Syracusean born come to the Bay of Ephesus, he dies, unless 1,000 marks can be levied to ransom him. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this my comfort, when your words are done, my woes and likewise with the evening sun.
Well, merchant, tell us the reason you came to Ephesus.
In Syracuse was I born, and when, with her I lived in joy, it had not been long, and she became the joyful mother of 2 goodly sons, and which was strange, the one so like the other, as could not be distinguished but by names. That very hour, in the self-same, another woman was delivered, female twins, both alike. Thus their parents were exceedingly poor. I bought as slaves to serve and attend my sons. We came aboard, a league from Epidamnum and Hegly sailed, when we were encountered by a mighty rock. My wife, more careful for the latter group, had fastened him into a small spare mast. To him, one of the other twins was bound, whilst I, been heedful for the other, fastened ourselves to either end of the mast. Oh, let me say no more.
Nay, forward, old man, do not break off so, for we may pity, but not pardon thee.
A helpful mast was split in the midst. My wife was carried with more speed before the wind, and they 3 were taken up by fishermen of Corinth, or so we thought. At length another ship had seized on us, and therefore homeward did they bend their course. Thus have you heard me severed from half of my family, and now it is my great misfortune to tell sad stories of my own mishaps.
And for the sake of them which thou sorrowest for, do tell what hath befallen them and thee till now.
My boy, at 18 years, became inquisitive after his brother, and began a search with his slave at his side. 5 summers have I, myself, spent in furthest Greece and Asia, hopeless to find the family I seek. But now listen the story of my life.
O hapless Aegean, now trust me, if it were not against our laws, my soul would sue as an advocate for thee. But thou art condemned to die. Yet, I will favor thee in what I can. Therefore, merchant, I limit thee this day to pay 1,000 marks of gold. If not, thou art condemned to die. Jailer, take him to thy custody.
I will, my lady. Hopeless and helpless, the Aegean win, but procrastinate his lifeless end.
Therefore give out your epidemium, lest that your goods too soon be confiscated. This very day, a certain Syracusan merchant is arrested for robbery. Not being able to pay his bail, dies near his very son's estate. There is your money that I have.
Go, bear it to the centaur, where we host, and stay there, Dromio, till I come with thee. Within this hour shall be dinner time. Till that, I'll view the manners of the town, peruse the traders, gaze upon the buildings, and then come and sleep within the inn. For long we travel, I am stiff and weary. Get thee away.
Many would take you at your word, sir, and go indeed, having so good a need.
The trusty villain that very oft, when I am dull with care and melancholy, doth lighten my humor with her merry jests. What? Will you walk with me about the town and come to my inn and dine with me?
I am invited to certain merchants of whom I hope to make much benefit. I crave your pardon soon at 5 o'clock. Please you only with you upon the march, and afterward consort you till bedtime. My present business calls me to the town.
Farewell till then. I'll lose myself to wander up and down in the city.
Sir, I commend you to your own content.
He that commends me to my own content, commends me to the thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water, then the ocean seeks another drop. So I to find mother, the brother, in quest of them, unhappy lose myself. How now, Dromio? How canst thou return so soon?
Return so soon, rather approach too late. The capon burns, the pig falls from the spit. The clock has struck 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it one upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. You come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach, having just broken your fast. But we that know what it is to fast and pray are penitent to your default today.
Stop in your winds. Tell me this, I pray. Where is the gold that I gave you?
Oh, 6pence that I had Wednesday last, to pay the saddler for my mistress' crupper. The saddler had it, sir, I kept it not.
I am not in a sportive humor now. Tell me, and dally not. Where is the money that I gave you?
I pray you jest, sir, as you sit at dinner. I from my mistress come to you in post. If I return, I shall be post indeed, for she will scorn your fault upon my pate.
Come, Dromio, come. These jests are out of season. Reserve them till a merrier hour than this. Where hast thou disposed thy charge?
My charge was but to fetch you from the mart to your home, the Phoenix, sir, to dinner. My mistress and her sister waits for you.
In what safe place have you bestowed my money? Or shall I break that merry sconce of yours that's done on tricks and I am undisposed? Where is the 1,000 marks thou hast of me?
Well, I have some marks of yours upon my pate, and some of my mistress' marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both.
Thy mistress marks? What mistress, slave, hast thou?
Your worship's wife, my mistress, at the Phoenix. She that does fast till you come home to dinner, and pray that you will hie you home to dinner.
Wilt thou flout me thus unto my face, being forbid? There, take thou that, and that, jester.
Nay, I pray you, hold your hands. Nay, you not, I will take my heels.
Upon my life, by some device or other, that villain is overwrought of all my money. They say this town is full of cozenages, nimble jugglers that deceive the eye, dark-working sorcerers that change the mind, and soul-killing witches that deform the body. If it proves so, I'll be gone the sooner. Out to the centaur to seek my slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
Neither my husband nor the slave returned, that in such haste I sent to seek her master. Sure, Luciana, it is 2 o'clock.
Perhaps some merchant hath invited him, and from the mart he's gone somewhere to dinner. Good sister, let us dine and never fret. A man is master of his liberty. Time is their master, and when they see time, they'll go or come. If so, be patient, sister.
Why should their liberty than ours be more?
Because their business still lies out the door.
Look, when I serve him so, he takes it ill.
Oh no, he is the bridle of your will.
There's none but donkeys will be bridled so.
Why headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. There's nothing situate under heaven's eye that hath us bound in earth, in sea, in sky. Our masters to their females and their lords. So let your will attend on their accords.
This servitude makes you to keep unwed.
Not this, but troubles of the marriage bed.
But were you wedded, you would bear some sway.
Ere I learn love, I'll practice to obey.
How, if your husband starts some otherwhere?
Till he come home again, I would forbear.
Patience unmoved, no marvel, though she pause. They can be meek that have no other cause. But were we burdened with like weight of pain, as much or more would we ourselves complain. So thou, that hast no unkind mate to grieve thee, with urging helpless patience wouldst relieve thee. But if thou live to see like right bereft, this full-begged patience in thee will be left.
Well, I will marry one day but to try. Here comes Dromio, now is your husband nigh.
Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
Nay, he is at 2 hands with me, and that my 2 ears can witness.
But say, I prithee, didst thou speak with him? Knowest thou his mind?
Aye, he told his mind upon mine ear. Spake he so doubtfully, thou couldst not feel his meaning? Nay, he struck so plainly, I could too well feel his blows.
But say, I prithee, is he coming home? It seems he hath great care to please his wife.
But sure, he is stark mad. When I desired him to come home to dinner, he asked me for 1,000 marks in gold. 'Tis dinner time, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Your meat doth burn, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Will you come home, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Where are the 1,000 marks I gave thee, villain? Your pig, quoth I, is burned. My gold, quoth he. Thy mistress, quoth I. Hang up thy mistress. I know not thy mistress. Out on thy mistress. Quoth who? Quoth my master. I know, quoth he. No house, no wife, no mistress.
Go back, thou slave, and fetch him home.
Go back again and you be beaten home. For goodness sake, send some other messenger.
Back, slave, or I will break thy pate across.
Like a football you will spurn me. You will spurn me hence, and he will spurn me hither. If I last in his service, he must pace me in leather.
Fie, how impatience loureth on your face. His company must do his minions grace, whilst I at home starved for a merry look. Hath homely age the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek? Then he hath wasted it. Are my discourses dull? Barren my wit? What ruins are in me that can be found by him not ruined? Then he is the ground of my features. My decayed fair, a sunny look of his would soon repair. Self-harming jealousy, fie, beat it hence. Unfeeling fools can with such wrongs dispense. I know his eye doth homage otherwhere, or else what lets him, but he would be here. Sister, you know he promised me a chain. With that alone he would detain. Since that my beauty cannot please his eye, oh, we was left away and leave me die. How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
The gold I gave to Dromio is laid up, safe at the centaur, and the heedful slave has wandered forth in care to seek me out. See, here she comes. How now, is your merry humor altered, as you love jest? So jest with me again. You know, no centaur, you received no gold. My mistress sent to have me home to dinner, my house at the Phoenix. Wast thou mad, that thou didst so madly answer me so?
What answer, sir, when spake I such a word?
Even now, even here, not half an hour since.
I did not see you since. You sent me hence, home to the centaur with the gold you gave me.
Villain, thou didst deny the gold receipt and tell me of a mistress and a dinner.
I am glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
Thinkest thou I jest? Hold, take thou that, and that.
Hold, sir, for heaven's sake!
Because that I do familiarly use you for my fool, and chat with you, fashion your demeanor to my looks, or I will beat thee.
But I pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Dost thou not know?
Nothing, sir, but that I am beaten.
Shall I tell you why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? For they say every why hath a wherefore.
Wwhy? First for slapping it onto my face, and wherefore for urging it upon me the second time.
Was there ever anyone thus beaten out of season, when in the why and wherefores neither rhyme nor reason? Well, sir, I thank you.
Thank me? For what?
Marry, sir, for the something that you gave me for nothing.
I'll make amends you next to give you something for nothing. Well, learn to jest in good time. There's a time for all things.
I durst have denied it before you were so choleric.
By what rule?
Marry, sir, by a rule as plain as the plain bald pate of Father Time himself.
Let's hear it.
There's no time for a man to recover his hair that grows bald by nature.
Why is time, such a niggard of hair, being so plentiful and extreme?
Because hair is a blessing that he bestows on beasts, and when he hath scanted men in hair, he hath given them in wit.
Ah, but does many a man have more hair than wit?
Marry, and no time to recover hair lost by nature.
Why is there no time to recover?
Time himself is bald, and therefore, to the world's end, will have bald followers.
Ah, knew it would be a bald conclusion. But stop, who wafts us yonder?
Aye, Antipholus, look strange and frown. The time was once when thou unearched wouldst vow that never words or music to thy ear, that never touch, well welcome to thy hand, that never meat sweet savored in thy taste unless I spake, or touched, or carved to thee. How comes it now, my husband, oh how comes it, that thou art thus estranged from thyself? Ah, do not tear thyself away from me.
Speakest thou to me, fair dame? I know you not. I am in Ephesus but 2 hours old, a stranger to your talketh to your town.
Fie, brother, how the world has changed with you. When were you wont to use my sister thus? She sent for you, by Dromio, home to dinner.
By Dromio?
By me?
By thee, and this thou didst return from him, that he did buffet thee, and in his blows denied my house for his, and me for his wife.
Didst thou converse with this gentlewoman? What was the course and drift of your compact?
I, sir? I never saw her in all my life.
Villain, thou liest, believing her very words thou didst deliver to me in the mart.
I never spake with her until this time.
Then how can it be she knows us by our names, unless it be by divine inspiration?
How ill agrees it to counterfeit thus grossly with your slave, abetting her to thwart me in my marriage. Come, I will fasten on this sleeve of thine. Thou art an elm, my husband, and I of thine, whose weakness, married to thy stronger state, makes me with thy strength to communicate.
To me she moves. She moves to me for her theme. What, was I married to her in a dream? Or sleepest I now, and thinkst I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Till I know this sure uncertainty, I'll entertain the offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my bees I cross me a sinner. This is the fairyland.
Why pratest thou to thyself and answerest not? Dromio, thou drone, thou slug, thou snail, thou sot!
I'm transformed, master, am I not?
Thou hast thine own form.
No, I'm an ape.
If thou art changed, 'tis to a donkey.
'Tis so else it can never be. I know not her as she knows me. 'Tis true I do long for grass. She thinks to ride me as a donkey.
Come, no longer will I be a fool. Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, keep the gate. Husband, I'll dine above with you today. Slave, if any ask for your master, say he dines forth and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio, play the porter well.
Master, shall I be porter at the gate?
Aye, and let none enter lest I break your pate.
Come, Antipholus, we dine too late.
Good Signor Angela, you must excuse us all, for my wife gets shrewish when I keep not hours. See that I've lingered with you at your shop to see the making of her chain. But here's a villain. She met me on the mart and claims I beat her.
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know.
I think thou art a donkey.
Marry, so it doth appear, wrongs I suffer, blows I bear. I should take being at that pass. Surely then you'd call me a donkey.
Good Signor Balthazar, pray to welcome you.
I hope you didn't please cheap, sir, and you welcome here.
O Signor Balthazar, either at flesh or fish, a table full of welcome scarcely makes one dainty dish.
Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast.
But soft, my door's locked. Go bid them let us in.
Maud, Bridget, Marion, Cecil, Gillian, Gin.
Mo, malt horse, capon, coxcomb, idiot, patch. Either get thee from the door or sit down at the hatch.
What patch is made on porter? My master stays in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on his feet.
Who talks within there? Oh, open the door.
Right, sir, I'll tell you when, and you tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner, for I have not dined today.
Nor will you.
What art thou that keeps me from the house that I own?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain, thou stumbled my name and mine office. If thou art Dromio today in my place, thou hast changed thy name and face. A name only worthy of rank or of sass, you take on the face and the name of an donkey.
What's going forth there? Dromio, who are those at the gate?
Let my master in, Lucifer.
Faith, no, he comes too late, and so tell your master.
If thy name be called Lucifer, Lucifer, thou hast answered her well.
I thought to have asked you.
Thou baggage, let me in.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him knock till it ache.
for this minute if I beat the door down.
What needs all that and a pair of stocks in the town? Who is that at the gate that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife? You might have come before.
Your wife, Sir Knave? Come get you from my door.
Here, sir, is neither cheer nor welcome. We would fain have either. In debating which is best, we shall depart with neither.
I'll break open the gate!
Have patience, sir, but let it not be so. Here a new war against your reputation. You rule Benny, heart and patient. Let us go to the Centaur all to dinner. And about evening time come yourself alone to find the reason of the stranger's reign. If by strong hand you offer to break in, a vulgar comment will be made of it, and will blow upon your grave when you are dead.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet, but I intend to be merry, for I know the wench of excellent discourse, pretty, witty, and wild, and yet too gentle. There we will dine. Get you home and fetch the chain, I pray you. Bring it here, that I may bestow it upon the courtesan to spite my wife.
I'll meet you at that place some hour hence.
Do so. This jest shall cost me some expense.